You got some hot takes?
I do. Well, I was scrolling Twitter one day and I forget what the post was. We've had this in here for a couple weeks, so it ended up disappearing. But there was somebody on Twitter that was just doing their thing, on
Oh,
Twitter. This just saying, just spewing some shit, just spewing some real scolding hot takes out to the world. So I figured, why not come give a couple to y'all? So go ahead, son. Let's hear one hot take from you.
you want a hot take?
Yep.
You're not gonna like this first one.
Okay.
No one's gonna like this.
Okay.
Damn is the best Kendrick Lamar album.
Okay. All right.
That's my
Okay.
hot take.
I
Better than
mean,
Good Kid, Mad City. Better than T-Pab. Damn is the best Kendrick Lamar album. Kendrick in his prime. It's the highest streamed for a reason. Damn is Kendrick's best album. Dude. Even if I don't truly believe it in my heart, I kind of do actually believe it. Like, there's so many good songs on Damn. I know it's like a little more mainstream appeal than like the other ones, but every song on that album is basically a banger. Like, I love that album so much. That's
yeah.
his best.
I mean, I don't think it's. I think, yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. It's his most introspective album. Obviously, it's
That's true
basically
too.
him looking in the mirror, written as an album. So it was great. Yeah, of course, you got all the feelings from lust, love, fear. You got everything in there. So
In trap form
yeah,
too, which is
yeah.
just like
And like you said,
perfect.
it's his highest stream, so not a bad take. I kind of not gonna agree with you because I got GKMC for Shirley as my favorite. Uh,
I'd say favorite. It's best.
my favorite and best, I think, would be GKMC. But fair enough, fair enough. But all right, let me come
Give me
back.
one.
Let me come back some with you. All right.
I got more. I'm ready.
So we were just mentioning the goat, Lil Wayne. His
Mm-hmm.
highest or his most praised album. It's the Carter 3, Lollipop,
Probably.
a Millie.
Lollipop's his
Lollipop.
most praised song.
Yes.
Yep.
No, but of course you got a Millie. Lollipop is a huge song. I wasn't even trying to make
Yeah.
a joke, but obviously it's not
I
his
would say
best song.
Amelia
But
is his most praised song though.
a Millie, well, Lil Wayne himself actually said a Millie is his best song of all time. So, and I agree with him. But although everybody holds the Carter 3 to the pinnacle of Lil Wayne's career, I think it's what's the word I'm looking, the next album in the sequence. It's the next album in the sequence. It's the Carter 4. Is Lil Wayne's magnum opus to me. Blunt blowing, Mega Man, Nightmares at the Bottom, She Will. It goes on and on and on. I mean,
It's
to me,
good.
it's the best Wayne album and one of my favorite rap albums of all time, and it's way way better than the Carter 3 in my opinion.
I second that. I have no complaints.
Okay, fair enough.
Carter 4 is the best Wayne album. I can't argue with you because I agree. That's
Yeah,
not hot to me.
I
That's
mean,
cold because I agree
it's
with
it's
that
been a long
100%.
time. I don't even know like the last time I've listened to the Carter 3 front to back. So I could
Is
be,
Mrs. Officer on that or is that on Carter
yeah.
2?
No,
It
that's
is
Carter
on
three.
3.
Yeah,
I do
and there's
love
some
that
great
song.
songs. There is some great songs on there. So I could be tripping a little bit here because I haven't gone back to the Carter 3 front to back. But like I said, Carter 4 is one of my favorite of all time. So that's my hot take, at least
Do you
one.
have the track list to Carter 3? Is Got
Okay,
Money on there? I was just curious if Got Money with T-Pain's on that.
let me look it up
Or
for
is
you.
it Get Money? Do you know the song I'm talking about? Because I'm just trying to think, like, what tracks on Carter 3 do I actually love? And
Got
Mrs.
money,
Officer is one of them.
got
Got
money.
Money's
A
on there.
Millie, Mr. Carter with Jay-Z, obviously great. Let the
Mm-hmm.
beat build.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Officer? No?
Yes, Miss Officer.
Oh,
I
okay.
told you that was on there. Yeah, some
What's your
great
favorite
songs,
song on
but
Carter 3?
a
I
Millie,
guess a
a
Millie.
Millie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like that's really one of the reasons why it's held to such a high standard is because a Millie is literally one of the best rap songs of all time, if not the best rap song of all time, in my opinion. Actually,
It's up there. It's
um,
top 10, no doubt.
I mean, the Carter 3 definitely had the auto tune influence. Nobody gives Lil Wayne his flowers like I think he deserves in terms of influence in the game with like the use of heavy auto tune in rap form. You know what I'm saying? Actually rapping with auto tune. You know what I'm saying? But to me, Carter 4 is better. Blunt blowing, Mega Man, 6 foot, 7 foot, Nightmares at the Bottom, She
Mm-hmm.
Will,
Mm-hmm.
Abortion, How to Love. Mirror,
Huddle Love's on there.
yeah, like it's
Why did
not
I think that was on the other one? I thought that was on Rebirth for some reason.
not
I'm
close to
stupid.
me. I mean, I'll have to go back and listen to Card 3, but go ahead. What's your next one?
Okay, ready? This is topical. We just had a new Eminem album, The Death of Slim Shady. Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered By were both actually good albums. People were just already ready to hate on them because of Revival and Marshall Mathers LP too.
No,
But
I agree.
Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered By are both like at least 7 out of 10 albums. Both of them.
I agree.
People are just hating.
Yeah, I mean, Kamikaze to me is
That's like an 8.
yeah, it's a great album. Music to Be Murdered By is definitely longer. It's a double album, so there's definitely
Yeah.
some misses on, like some not great songs on there for sure. But I mean, I like the trap influence on Music to Be Murdered By. You got songs with Young Ma on there,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking
Juice.
Royce is on there. Juice, Black Thought is on there. I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure. So you got some really good songs on Music to Be Murdered By, and I agree. People were just ready to hate.
I mean, Revival and Marshall Mathers LP2 were bad. Like, I can't
Yeah,
really blame everyone,
yeah.
but you have to go into a new album with a fresh set of eyes. And, like, if people would have went into Kamikaze with no bias, they would have liked it. Kamikaze has so many good songs. The Ringer is
Lucky
so
You,
fucking good.
Joyner,
Exactly. What are you
Not
talking about?
Alike.
So good. There's
Some great
so many
songs.
good
Yeah,
songs.
yeah. But then you got Venom on there, which really weighs it down to a lot of people fairly because it's a pretty bad song, at least hook. Yeah,
Venom.
but
I barely remember it, but that song's
to me,
ass.
MMLP2 really isn't even that bad. But Revival is definitely the low point in M's career, in my opinion. But yeah, people are
I
ready
went
to
through
hate,
the
and people are gonna hate. You know what I'm saying? So
I went through the track lists of all the albums, just like kind of. I wanted to make sure I had my thoughts right, and it's not Marshall Mathers LP isn't as bad as Revival, but it's not good.
Marshall
Like
Mathers
it's not a
LP2.
great. Yeah, that's sorry. That yeah, the second one, Marshall Mathers LP, the first one sucks. That's my take.
Yeah, no,
No,
obviously not. Lagging.
but yeah, it's not great. But like Kamikaze and Music to Be Murdered By are way overhated in general. Like they are pretty damn good. It's not as good as The Death of Slim Shady, but they're both pretty good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I guess
Give me
let's
your
move
next
on.
take then. Yeah,
Um, I guess we'll go to some album, some hot album. Even though I just gave you one, I'll give you another hot album take. Carter 4 over the
I'll
Carter
give you
3.
I'll
And
give you one too next.
to me, what's regarded as the best rap album of all time,
Illmatic.
Illmatic, is not quite the best of all time, in my opinion.
It's not even my favorite Nas album.
What? No, that's
I like
you're
It Was Written Over.
okay.
I got It Was Written
All
Over
right, all
Illmatic.
right.
I do.
Now that's a hot take. Relax
You
on
can
that
throw
one.
that on my hot take
Relax
list.
on that one. All right. But for me, I got Ready to Die over Illmatic any day of the week. For me, Ready to Die is the best rap album of all time. The storytelling, the delivery. Biggie's got the best delivery and flow maybe of all time. Um, and the legacy it left. You know what I'm saying? It's one album to take over the fucking world, like some Lord of the Rings shit. You know what I'm saying? The impact that it left is undeniable. The flows, the style that people copied, even influencing people like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? From the luxurious raps and the flows. Yeah, to me, it's the greatest rap album of all time, untouched.
I wouldn't agree with you there that it's the greatest of all time. It's one of my favorites, but I do think it's better than Illmatic.
Okay.
But I wouldn't put it number one. But it's in my top 5. But I do have it over Illmatic as well, for sure. Illmatic's great, but Ready to Die is higher
So
on the
good.
list to me. Yeah,
I mean,
there's
Suicidal
just so
Thoughts
many. Yeah,
alone,
it's just
I feel like
I
almost
agree.
clears.
It is better than Illmatic to me.
Yeah, so that's my hot take. Go ahead. Next.
You ready?
Yeah.
I got a Drake one for you.
Okay.
You want a Drake one?
Yeah, I'll come back with
For,
a Drake one too. I actually have one.
Here's a hot take. Drake's For All the Dogs is actually a great album, one of the best rap albums of 2023. For All the Dogs. Top 5 rap album of 2023. That's my
How
official
often
number.
do you go back to For All the Dogs?
Often.
More than Utopia? Because for me, I'm going back to
Yes.
Utopia way more.
I'm going back to For All the Dogs more than Utopia.
I'm going back to And Then You Pray for Me way more than For All the
No,
Dogs.
I'm not, personally. But
Okay.
that's still only 2.
Hot take.
You gotta name 2 more on top to make it not top 5. Because I
Well,
said it's top 5. I didn't say it's the
it
best,
might not be
but it's
that
a
hot of
top
a
5
take then.
rap
Yeah,
album.
I mean, I don't think people shit on it that bad. Um,
Really? I feel like people hate that.
really worse
Like
than
8 a.m. in
CLB?
Charlotte, first person shooter.
I
There's
mean, I think
another
CLB is the
J.
one
Cole one.
that people hate. Like,
Well, that one should be hated.
yeah, CLB and like honestly, never mind. Maybe are the ones that people really don't like. But to be honest, I feel like I see really nothing but praise for Fat D, even though it's a cringy ass name and
Fat D.
it's kind of a really
It's a great
cringy
name.
rollout too. Like wearing the dog masks and shit, just weird, just cringy. But
I like the dog mask.
it was just it was weird.
And that
I
one
didn't like
picture
it.
he posted on Instagram, like the side profile with the cornrows, that's the best. That's the hardest picture Drake's ever taken. So
I
it
don't
kind of
even know
goes
what
hand in
picture
hand
you're
with it.
talking about, but all
You
right,
would know if you looked it up. Like if you Google Drake,
probably
it's
not.
probably the picture that shows up
Oh, okay,
because
yeah,
it's
I
the
think I
only.
know
It's
what
like
you're
the
talking about.
best picture of Drake that he's ever posted. But
But
yeah, for all the dogs, I really do like it. 8 a.m. in Charlotte might be one of my favorite Drake songs of all time. First person shooter, Red Button, the Scary Hours edition. All 6 songs were great. Yet Another Night with Yachty. There's so many actually good songs on that album. Like, it's underrated. I feel like people don't talk about For All the Dogs at all, but I think it's an underrated album.
fair
I
enough,
like it.
fair enough. All right, to move off albums here a little bit, I guess I might piss some people off here, and I'm not trying to hate. I'm just trying to give my opinion. Jay-Z is not a top 5 rapper of all time, and
Facts.
I'll tell you 5 better right now and give you the reason. Big Pac and Nas don't even need a reason. Nas killed him on Ether. Without Biggie, there's no Jay-Z, and Pac is the most influential of all time. Okay, so that's 3. Eminem is a better lyricist. That's 4.
Killed him on his
Killed
own
him on his
track.
own shit. That's 4.
Exactly.
Wayne, more consistent throughout his whole career, has dropped better music. And I would even put Kendrick above Jay-Z. He's got a
So
better
would I.
catalog, and at this point, arguably better diss tracks. So that's another hot take.
Arguably better diss tracks. No,
Takeover though.
fact, 100%.
I mean, Takeover is a great diss track. Don't get me wrong; it's a great
It
track.
is, but
It's top,
Kendrick
it
just
might
went
be
on the
top
run of
5.
all runs.
Sure, yeah, exactly. Though, like this recent run definitely solidified that Jay-Z, for me at least, is not top 5 because Kendrick definitely hopped in there.
See, I agree with you there too. I don't put Jay-Z in my top 5.
Yeah, I mean that's hot takes though. That's hot takes though. I feel like a lot of people do.
Okay,
He
you
would
know what
he would
drives
be
me
in my
crazy?
top 10 to be fair, and I'm not trying to hate. Like this sounds like hate. I'm not trying to hate. It's
You
just
know
my
what's
opinion.
crazy?
Huh.
Whenever someone who doesn't listen to rap music is asked who's the best rapper of all time, they either say Jay-Z, Biggie, or Tupac. I listened to someone ask Christian McCaffrey, who's your favorite rapper of all time? He's like, ooh, that's really tough. I'm going to go with Biggie and Pac. What a fucking dumb answer. Shut the fuck
What an
up. You don't
answer.
listen to rap. Like,
I mean,
sure,
yeah,
they're great, but that's your favorite rapper? Really? Biggie and Pac? That's fucking
it could
lame,
be. I
Christian
mean, I don't
McCaffrey.
know. Maybe that's what he grew up on. My favorite rappers are Lil Wayne and Eminem, just because those are who I grew up on, and I
Yeah,
feel
but
like they've been the best lyricists and rappers for 2 decades since I've been alive. So,
I just feel like it's such like a lame answer when someone says Jay-Z's their favorite rapper
and
of all time.
another good point: Jay-Z has never been the best rapper of any era. The '90s, it was Big Pac and Nas. The early 2000s was Eminem. The late 2000s was Lil Wayne. The early 2010s was Kanye. The late 2010s is Drake. The early 2020s is Kendrick. Like he's never been the best of any era, ever.
Yeah, I agree. He's not.
Hot
Top
take.
10 though.
Top 10 for sure. I give him his flowers, bro. He's
We'll
one
put
of
him
the
at 9.
he's one of the most influential, if not the most. Well, I give it to Pac for the most influential, but Jay-Z is definitely up there for one of the most influential rappers of all time, for sure. I mean,
There's no
without
Kanye
question.
without Jay.
There's no a lot of people without Jay. There's no
Yeah, that was
Griselda
gonna be my
without
next
Jay.
sentence.
There's no a lot of people without Jay. So
There might be no Eminem without Jay.
there might be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But there's no Jay without Big. So
All right,
that's my take.
I got one more hot take for you here. I want to give you this one. Ice Spice's music is unironically good. That's just
That's scolding hot right now, dude.
That's my number one hot take. If you leave this podcast episode with anything, I want you to know that Ice Spice makes unironically good music. It's fun to listen to. I listen to Ice Spice in my car by myself. Ice Spice's music is fucking great. It's not great.
Whoa, that's even hotter.
It's not bad.
I'm playing. Yeah, no, I agree. There's actually
she gets
some good
overhated.
songs. She does, because she talks about shaking ass and she shakes ass and shit. But at the same time, you know, a lot of male rappers lack in the content and lyrical content too. So
yeah, we get it. You fuck bitches and drive cars. Cool. Well,
and sell
look
drugs.
At Ice Spice,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's doing the same shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I just feel like when you listen to Ice Spice, there's nothing deep or meaningful lyrically going on. I'm not trying to pretend like there is, but like when I hear the songs, they're just fun to listen to. I just like them.
Yeah, we'll get into the review. You put your hot take out there. We still got an Ice Spice album to review. Save your takes.
We do. We do. But she makes fun music. I'm here for it.
Okay, I guess I'll give one more. Last one. I guess I'll rattle off a couple here. Let's see. Hit 'Em Up is not as good as Who Shot You. Who Shot You is a better diss track than Hit 'Em Up.
Okay.
Take Care is Drake's best album by far.
Not my favorite.
And I guess one more, the last one I'll leave y'all with. My Turn by Lil Baby is probably maybe top 10 area albums of the 2020s for me personally. But
I would agree with that.
That's a hot take. That's scolding. I think that's a
Take
scolding
Care is
one.
not my favorite Drake album, but it is probably his best album.
For me, he's never touched a Take Care level rapping and singing on one album ever since then. And, you know, I haven't listened to Drake's entire catalog, so I will, but that's just my opinion.
Dark Lane demo tapes is my personal favorite Drake project, but Take Care is probably number 2. But Dark Lane demo tapes, there's the Cardi, the Future, it's like all trap drill vibes. Like, I just love all those songs.
Oh yeah,
it's probably my favorite. But Take Care, I mean, obviously.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So there you go. That was a good segment. We could go on and on. I still got some, but we're good.
I got one more for you if you want it.
Go ahead. I don't care.
Drake's a top 5 rapper all time still.
I mean, I gave you my top 5, so all right. Hot take. Super hot take there.
It's Off the Top podcast, got you laughing like you hit the gas pack. Show is crazy like you watching Mad Max. Every other podcast is mad whack. Off the Top